What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the We'll See You Later podcast. My name is Jeremy. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We are here to talk all things sports and entertainment from our point of view, a fan's point of view, episode 25. We want to get right into it. Just want to say thank you guys for letting us be your sports talk platform where we talk mostly Arkansas sports, but of course, we're going to dabble in there a little bit of some gambling, a little bit of some betting, and we're going to pick some pick'ems of the week. College side and NFL side. Let's jump right into it. We're going to go into our top 5 games of the week. Obviously, we're going to finish with the pigs at the end there, but this is our pig walk section, guys. Opening game for me, number 24, laying 3 points, Michigan against the 22 fighting Brett Bielema's, the Illinois Fighting Illini. Jordan, not here. His picks, he picks Michigan here. Okay. I got the fighting Brett Bielema's. I really do. I think at home, Illinois, they just muck up games really well. Michigan hasn't shown me enough offensively to know that they can handle that. It's going to get ugly, nasty, and I think Illinois can find a way to win. I truly do. Brett Bielema's got something special there because they're not that great of a team, but they can muck you up, fight you, first quarter to fourth quarter, and they're in almost every single game ready to go. I like Illinois here. Jordan likes Michigan. Game number 2, probably the biggest game of the week to know if we have a true number 1 team in the country. Number 1, Texas, laying 4 points. Georgia, number 5, comes to Texas, okay? Comes to Austin. We both select here. We both pick Texas. There's no way to really sugarcoat it. Georgia looks good, but they look kind of normal. They struggle a little bit. They don't look that great. They don't look as dominant. They're looking more normal. This year is kind of built that way, minus Texas so far. But Texas has not played a solid quarterback yet. They've played Michigan at Michigan. Michigan's not. Their offense is not. Texas hasn't played anybody solid yet at that quarterback position. They're going to get that with Georgia and Mr. Beck. They're going to get a good quarterback. I just think Texas, they're good. We both select Texas here. Game 3, number 12, Notre Dame lays 8.5 versus Georgia Tech's not even ranked. Against Georgia Tech, we both go Notre Dame here. I think Notre Dame's back. I think they are. I think they got the wake-up call when they lost to Northern Illinois and have kind of been on a tear ever since to prove themselves here. They can't lose if they want to get to the playoffs anyway, so they're fighting for their lives every week. Game 4, big one again. Number 7, Alabama Crimson Tide, laying 2.5 points, goes to Knoxville to play their number 11 Tennessee Volunteers. Me and Jordan are split here. I think Bama goes in and takes care of business. He picks Tennessee. Bama's defense hasn't shown much, to be honest with you, as of late, but Tennessee's offense hasn't either. They've struggled. Arkansas exposed them, as weird as that sounds, and I, as a Hog fan, I love that, but Arkansas kind of showed that Nico is a freshman. He will grow up, but I think Bama finds a way. Jaden Milroe is a great quarterback. I think that he can do some damage against Tennessee. So I'm rocking Bama. Jordan firmly believes in Nico still, and rightfully so. I think he's fantastic as well. I just think that if Arkansas can make him human, I think Bama can do the same, but I also think Bama's going to be able to score. And Tennessee has one of the worst 20-plus yard plays in the country. They're one of the worst. I think that they're going to need some of those plays, and they're not going to get them. Just my thought. Jordan's upset of the week, because we're going to go into Arkansas LSU at the end here. Jordan's upset of the week is Nebraska over Indiana. Nebraska not ranked. Indiana, I think, is ranked 23rd. My upset of the week is Auburn over Missouri. Tiger battles happening. I think Auburn Tiger beats Missouri Tiger. I think Missouri's overrated. And I'm not sure if their quarterback's 100%, to be honest with you. I think he's a little out of it. That's our upsets of the week. So I have a 2 bets going on, 6-team parlays on both. We have not hit. Obviously, that's going to be damn near impossible. We're trying. So the 6-team parlay for me are the money line side of things. Illinois over Michigan, Texas over Georgia, Notre Dame over Georgia Tech, Bama over Tennessee, Arkansas over LSU, and Auburn over Missouri is my first parlay. Second parlay is Florida plus 1.5, Texas -5, Arkansas plus 2.5, Notre Dame money line, Auburn plus 4, and Ball State plus 26.5. That is my second one. That is the more locked in one that I'm a little bit more confident in. It's still scary, but I have a little bit more faith in that one hitting over anything else. The big game of the week. Let's talk about it. Of course, what you're here for. Number 8, LSU Tigers, coming off of a big win against Ole Miss at home. Ole Miss was number 9. LSU was number 13 going into that game. LSU never led until the end of that game. Ole Miss, I think, more or less fumbled that one away. Number 8, LSU comes to Fayetteville 2 weeks after the big upset against Tennessee. Is it really that big? We're not sure, but the number 4 Tennessee Volunteers were upset by Arkansas. They stormed the field. Arkansas now had a bye week. They had to rest. They needed it. Jaquin Jackson banged up. I think it was like a hip. Hopefully he's back to, if he's mobile. Same with Taylor Green's knee. That was a nasty hit. This is, to me, one I will never ever pick LSU to beat Arkansas. I don't care. If you literally told me, hey, Arkansas is going to win one game this year, you get to pick the game, though, I'm picking the LSU game every year. I'm sorry. I grew up hating them, and I will always hate them. This is still a perfect opportunity for Arkansas. If Taylor Green and Jaquin Jackson are back to being healthy, they've had a week and a half to try to heal up, rest up, hopefully recover. If Taylor is healthy, we can do something here. Jordan picked LSU. I picked Arkansas. LSU, defensively, their defensive line is one of the best pressure defensive lines in the country, and we have one of the worst offensive line pressures in the country. They're going to get to Taylor. They're going to be able to move him around. If Taylor stays in a pocket and doesn't move, we're screwed. But if Taylor can move, if he can get out of that pocket and get away from those D ends and that D line, he's going to do damage. I'm telling you now, if we can run the ball with Jaquindon, if we can open up some lanes, if we can get some passing lanes as well, but I'm telling you, if Taylor, which is what we love and hate about him, is he can't sit in a pocket, make a throw. We don't need him to this week because their weakness is whenever he can be on the move. If he can be on the move and make those decisions that way, that's how we beat LSU. We're going to need 2, 3, maybe 4 explosive plays to get them. I think offensively, I don't know, as weird as this is, our defense looks so damn good. It's hard to see anybody do anything crazy. We held Tennessee, who had one of the most high-powered offenses in the country, according to most, with a possible Heisman winner coming to Fayetteville. This was going to be a breakout game for him, and we made him look terrible. That offense couldn't do nothing, man. They scored 14 points. Are you kidding me? It's a top 10 offense in the country, and we held them to 14. LSU's offense is not fantastic. Their defensive line is great. They're going to try to open things up against us. They've got athletes out there. I mean, they're great when it comes to players. Next week, they have Texas A&M, another top 25 team. This is a perfect opportunity. We fall in this limbo. We're coming off a bye. If we're healthy, this is an amazing opportunity. And next week, they just come off a big win against Ole Miss. They come lacking in this one, and then they're looking forward to A&M. We are in this beautiful funnel where we can make some magic again. If we're healthy, Arkansas wins this game 27-24. I'm calling it right now. Boo! Mark it down. Mark it down. Hogs win 27-24 if healthy. If not healthy, I love Malachi Singleton. I think he's going to be great. He's a freshman, and he's out there trying to he won us the game against Tennessee. They let him score, but still won us the game. We had 2 freshmen running the ball and they did phenomenal. They're going to be great. They're just not ready for the moment now. Taylor Green, we're going to need him in a big way. We're going to need a healthy one. And same with Jaquin Jackson. He's been banged up kind of all year, but he's a stud. He's a straight up stud if we can keep him healthy, but he gets his head knocked off a lot, and he wears a lot of hits and takes a lot of damage, and it's starting to wear on him already. But 4-2, if we win right here and go 5-2 and we're 3-1 in conference, I'm going to say this now just because I don't know if I'll ever get to say this again if we lose. We're a fringe playoff team. We really are. We'll be 3-1 in conference. Our only loss is to A&M. We can beat Texas if we go on a roll here and we just go a one-loss team. Even if we don't make the finals or the SEC conference championship, we're a fringe back-end team to make the playoffs. As crazy as that is, and we're literally 3 plays possibly away from being undefeated and 6-0, and this is a top 10 matchup against LSU. So as crazy as this year has been for us, and where we play really well and lose, play like dog shit and win, don't look good but somehow scrap one out because our defense is fighting their asses off for us, this is the wildest Arkansas Razorback team because you don't know what you're going to get. But we got some dogs out there who are not quitting and not rolling over like they usually do. I believe in this team. I just know this team is going to be messy. This isn't going to be, hopefully, I mean, I hope it is, but normally we ain't going to get a clean look, and it's hard to look backwards and be like, yeah, we just beat Tennessee and bring that into LSU. If we can bring what we brought to Tennessee and we can escape that pocket, we can do the same thing to LSU. I just don't know because we haven't put them games together like that. We haven't been able to do that. So if we can do that, watch out. Watch out Saturday night in Fayetteville because LSU, it's time, baby. It is time for LSU to get that L. They got one from USC. They can get one from Arkansas too. Nothing would make me more happy than Saturday night Arkansas just waxing that ass. I'm just saying. All right. And it would fill my pockets because of that parlay. You know what I'm saying? I got Arkansas in both. I got money line, and then I just got a plus. The Arkansas defense is phenomenal. T. Will is looking absolutely incredible with those guys. They're fighting their butts off for him, for this state. You kind of can take some pride in this team and what they're trying to do and how hard they fight. And I love that as a fan. I'd love that. Bobby Petrino, if you can keep this rolling, you just saved Sam Pittman's job. I don't know what's going to happen, but like, this is incredible. Like what we're witnessing right now is something that I don't think any of us thought we were going to get. We looked at the first couple, the first 2 games, you're like, oh, we might win 4 games. Now we're sitting at 4-2 over like, and 2-3 plays away from being 6-0. Unbelievable. Keep it rolling. Woo damn pig. Hogs by 90, baby. Our college football records go as followed as well. I'm 22-13, and Jordan is 18-17, both above 500. When you're coming to gambling, that's hard to do. Both above 500. Let's see if we can carry that over. Going into the NFL, week 7, both Jordan and I are 17-8 in our picks. Game 1, Tennessee Titans versus Buffalo. Buffalo just signed Amari Cooper. I am super excited about that. Another big trade. Devontae Adams goes from the Raiders to the Jets. He's reunited with his man, Aaron Rodgers. I think that's a match made in heaven. This team just got a lot better. Cam Akers as well from Houston goes to Minnesota. I think it's because the injury to Aaron Jones. They got to help somebody out there, so they go after him. Those are the 3 big trades that happened yesterday. Tennessee comes to Buffalo. Jordan and I both pick Buffalo here. The Texans go to Green Bay. I pick Green Bay. I think Jordan Love is back, baby. Back. Nico Collins is out on the IR. For Houston, I think that's a big hit for them. Jordan picks Houston here, though. Detroit goes to Minnesota. Both of us select Detroit. Kansas City goes to San Fran. I think the Kansas City frauds are done. I think they're finally done. They're given wins. I think it's over this week. San Francisco gets a big win. Baltimore versus Tampa Bay. Jordan, of course, is going to pick Baltimore. I think Baltimore's offense is clicking. I don't know what it is that I'm mesmerized, but Baker Mania has got me picking Tampa Bay this game. My gut and heart say Baltimore, 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 Baltimore. But then I see Baker, and it's just like this guy smiling. Just like that. And I'm like, I'm mesmerized by Baker right now. This might be the last time, I'm not sure. I'm rolling with Baker Mania to have a massive upset to me. And because I think that Baltimore is one of my teams. I think they have a legit, like, they're top two for me. Detroit and Baltimore are the two teams I think are Super Bowls. Like, those are the two. I think Tampa could get them. I don't know. I could be just talking out the side of my neck. I could be completely BSing you right now. I'm just saying. Obviously, guys, you know that I'm here by myself. That's really all I have for the sports side. Okay. I'm sorry. It's short and sweet because it's just me up here. It's hard for me to banter back and forth with Jordan when he's not here, but he's doing stuff with his family, and he needed some time off, and that's perfectly fine. We've been gone for about 2 weeks. I really want to recap the Talladega trip that we just had, my bachelor trip. That's why we were not here 2 weeks ago. Last week, schedules were crazy, and I was trying to get back into work. Jordan was trying to get back into work. We had a lot of making up to do because we were gone for the weekend prior. We went to Talladega. Went to an Airbnb that was a absolute gorgeous. It's like a freaking lake house mansion, bro. 3 stories. Almost every room had a balcony. We had a lot of alcohol that weekend. It was fun. We sat on the lake. We grilled out on the first night. Stayed up till like 2 a.m. just talking. Just getting to be like playing games with the guys. Played pool, foosball, shuffleboard, and then just sat out on the back deck and just laughed our asses off. Saturday went golfing in Birmingham. It's fantastic. Had some beers. Came back, watched Arkansas beat Tennessee. It was absolutely incredible. And stayed up all night playing spades and just talking shit with the boys. It was fantastic. Sunday morning, got up real early. Had to drive about 2 hours to Talladega, and it was one of the best experiences of my life. Now we can go into more detail when Jordan's here because he was there for the whole trip, and I'm super grateful for that. But mentally, guys, I want to talk how you really doing part of it all. I'm doing good, but something's been happening for a little while now. I have never really dealt with anxiety or panic attacks or anything like that. My fiance does, and I never really understood them. And a couple years ago, I had a panic attack where you obviously think you're having a heart attack. And I've had sporadic ones for about 1.5 years now, very sporadic. At Talladega, at the race, I experienced another panic attack while the race was going on. And I didn't say anything. I haven't told anybody other than my fiance, my mom. But every day from Sunday of 2 weeks ago until Monday of this week, I've had some sort of a panic attack every day, minus the past 2 days. Past 2 days, I've been okay. I can still kind of feel it, but I know there's a lot of stress in my life, but we all have stress, The wedding is coming up. Obviously, we're just throwing money everywhere we can to pay for this amazing night, our honeymoon. The business is in there. It's just a lot, right? My dad, and I honestly think that the first panic attack that I had at the race was grief. Sorry, it makes me a little emotional because it kind of hit me today. Walking on the racetrack at Talladega and walking past Dale Earnhardt's car and Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s car, which was phenomenal. It was so cool. And walking down the pit lane, going onto the track, we paid for that whole experience. I couldn't think of a better place for me and my dad to go. I hadn't been to a racetrack since 95. Me and my dad, growing up, the only thing we bonded at was NASCAR and wrestling. My 5th birthday, my dad bought me a Dale Earnhardt practice tire that's still in the garage. Like, I still have it. And one day I'll have it displayed for the podcast whenever we get a big room, But I never got to go to a race with him like as an adult. And I bought 8 tickets and 5 people came, so we had room, and I'm like, there's a seat next to me, and I'm just like, I could feel him, you know? But I also couldn't feel him. And I think that created this like flutter and nauseousness in my chest. And I tried not to get emotional at the race, you know? Because I'm with my friends and they wouldn't care, but I guess I would. But I just wish he was there, you know? And that hit me as redneck as that is. You know, that's got to be one of the most redneck things in the world. I had a panic attack at a NASCAR race because I just picture me and my dad being there. We're connected. But that's it. Like, just I could see a smile on his face and how happy he would have been if he would have been there with us, and how happy I would have been to be able to experience that with him. And then I just came home, and every day tightness, and couldn't catch my breath. I thought I was going to pass out in a Kroger because I couldn't breathe. It was just strange. And then every day, like, I feel a little bit more claustrophobic. I get like the cold sweats and the chills. Even when Carrie comes near me, like, I'm not a claustrophobic person. I get hot as hell really fast. Like, I'm hot right now just because of the lights that are on in here. I have to have a fan on me almost at all times. I sweat in the winter. But we'll sit on the couch and Carrie tries to cuddle with me, and I like not only get hot like normal, I start like freaking out. I had a moment where I was like, the best way I can describe it is I was trying to breathe, like calm down. And whenever you pull out your iPhone and you're turning on your camera, hit 0.5, how it like zooms out. That happened to me the other day, where like everything seems so far away, but it felt like I was like high as a kite on drugs, because I was like in my body, but not in my body. And everything felt weird, but I was perfectly fine. I started freaking out, panicking, but it was weird. Those are some things I've been experiencing, and I'm opening up to you guys for the first time. I have panic attacks, and I don't know what causes them. It's been hard for me to catch my breath, but I think it's just a massive cocktail of grief, wedding stress, and my business. You know, we're trying our best to make this grow to be as big as we can. We don't know where it's going to go. You know, we have a year left on our lease as of November, and we have decisions to make. You know, we're getting married. We want to start a family. Is this going to be the right move for us or not? And we have decisions, and I think I'm super anxious about that, which is weird for me because I'm not a stressful person. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I want to be open and honest with you guys. If you guys are dealing with anything and you want to talk about it, that's why we're here, man. We're normal people just like everybody else. If we can be somewhat of an escape for you guys, I'm more than willing to do that. I would love to do that. I would love for you guys to comment. I would love to be able to talk with you guys and try to help you navigate, just like I'm trying to navigate through the stresses and the trials and the wins in this life. But I'll say this, though. The best thing that I've been doing is just being with people. As uncomfortable as I am right now in my own skin, I love the people around me. And I miss the ones that meant the most to me. But yeah, I hope you guys got a little something from this. I'm sorry I went from rocking out for the Arkansas game and for pig walk and then going straight into anxiety attacks. I apologize for that. But I just want to be open and honest with you guys. I love sports to death. I want to do this for the rest of my life. I'll just say that now. I want to be a podcaster. I have something very, very, very special that I'm working on. I've ordered portable mics. I'm trying to order some cameras, saving up money to get these portable cameras to where I can travel and hopefully get into more interview style stuff under this We'll See You Later podcast. I'm beyond excited for that. That's something that I'm so passionate about. I can't wait for that to happen. I'm going to take you guys on that journey, and I hope you guys decide to go with us. I know we're just getting started, and some of you guys, some of our videos get 10 views. Some of them get a couple hundred. That's great. Thank you guys for interacting and being there and just letting me try to start this dream. And I can't wait to see where it goes. That's going to do it here for the We'll See You Later podcast, episode 25. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much for sticking with us. Man, 25 episodes in. We're like 9 or 10 months in. Took a little breather during the summertime, but 25 episodes in. I love this, man. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for coming by, listening to us, hanging out with us. 3 things to live by before you guys get out of here. 1, never piss into the wind. 2, Hogs by 90, baby. And 3, and possibly the most important one, depending on who you are, never, ever, ever trust a fart. Until next time, guys, we'll see you later.